You're watching PEGRI TV, Rhode Island's public access channel.
Salam. My name is Sheikh Abu Hakim Abdullah, President Chairman of Al-Master Sharia Law, a non-profit religious organization practicing in Rhode Island, USA, the United States. I'm sorry I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. But somebody had to blow up on you. Somebody had to say something to you. I didn't want this job I got. But some kind of way I fell into it, I guess, and I was trying to clean up my own slate. I'm trying to clean up myself and prepare myself for the paradise that I'm going to. So I'm trying to work in all good, try to do all good to prepare myself, to prepare my trail to go to paradise instead of the hellfire. Trying to get all the blessings I can get. But I'm disappointed in you people. Highly disappointed in you people. If I was in Islam because of you people, I feel shame. But I'm in Islam for myself and to do Allah's work. Inshallah, maybe Allah will bless me before I come to Him with a building, a masjid being built from the ground up, where I can open the door, and when I open the door to the people, there'd be a Quran and a Hadith sitting right at the door. Right as soon as you walk in, it'd be a sign saying, this is what we will run this masjid under, these laws, this way of life. And if you're not going to lean this way, don't come in. This is the way the masjid must be run from the ground up like a law said. From this day forward, build your masjids from the ground up. Let not the non-believer maintain or enter your houses of worship. And this is what we got to do. Can't do anything else but that. Well, they done made another peace, another so-called peace in Israel and between the Palestinians and the Israelis. The Israelis done killed a bunch of people. Last time in 2008, they killed over 1,000. The Palestinians killed maybe, they killed maybe 12. But the Jews killed over 1,000. And they got people here in the United States that that deal with them in their banks and in their movies and all the other stuff and splitting their money up and all that, cheering for them. And you're still trying to win the sympathy. It's ridiculous that what the game you play in, you're trying to let yourself be killed, beat up, and all that, so you can have somebody with sympathy for you and work for you. That's ridiculous. The only way you're going to get this thing is convince the people in America, convince the people in England, convince the people in France, convince the people, convince the non-believers that if they want to end this thing between the Palestinians and the Yahudis, the Jews, they must turn around and take them and go back to the United Nations and make the United Nations go back with Britain and all of them to where this thing started at. And it started when Britain left Israel. When Britain left Israel, they left Israel and they left it days before they were supposed to leave and did not tell everybody about it. And the Jews found out about it and they took over, and that day they left. And the first thing they tried to do is round up the Palestinians and put them in stockades. That's all the West Bank and Gaza is, a stockade. A concentration camp. A living slave camp. And all them people, all them old times was fighting ever since. Allah says to us, when you make a deal with the enemy, write it down, put it on paper, make an agreement, bring people and make an agreement. Brothers did the way they wanted to do it. They handled the Jews the way they wanted to handle them. And now look what they got. It's about the fourth generation. This thing been going on for years. This thing been going on since this constant battle been fighting since 1948. 48, 49. And I keep telling you, the only way you're going to get this done is when you take and you turn around and put some money together and get some lawyers together to go ahead to the United Nations and petition the United Nations to petition Great Britain and the United States to come and explain what happened in a committee meeting, what happened in 1948 to how the British left the land and why didn't they inform everybody. And who gave the United States and Great Britain the right to surrender to them Israel? On what grounds did they do it? With the grounds of the Bible? You can't use the Bible as a way of identifying who was there. And this is what's happening to us. Now we got people being killed all over the world. We got people in Indonesia fighting for some land, Muslims fighting Muslims. Got Muslims fighting people and all over the world now fighting each other. Sets fighting sets. Sets demanding from each other. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm trying to sit here. I'm trying to talk to you about this. And I don't know what you're going to do. I got stuff going all over the world. I'm not getting that many hits. Why am I not getting that many hits? Because of what I'm saying. So if I get there and I don't talk the truth about people, I could probably have it filled up with hits. I probably have 1 million hits by now. If I talk about what they want me to talk about. If I praise Muslims, I have 1 million hits on it. If I blame somebody else for what we're doing wrong to ourselves, I have 1 million hits. Let me show you how they use us. Somebody in Afghanistan shot a little 13-year-old, 14, 15-year-old girl. She was forcing her way to go to school, trying to show the Taliban that she's going to go to school. She's going to talk up against everybody and talk up. She's playing politics and she's rebelizing and all that. So somebody shot her. The whole world come up in arms because she got shot. And everybody's using that against us. They saying this is the religion telling them to do that. The religion didn't tell them to shoot that little girl. That's against Islamic law to shoot that 14-year-old girl. And in that country's way of life, a 14-year-old girl is a woman. I'm not justifying the shooting, but I'm just telling you that. A 14-year-old girl in that way of life over there is a woman because she's menstruating. And she's at the age of marriage when she's menstruating. They don't have rules and regulations in marriage in that country like you have in these countries. Here in some countries overseas, in the United States, it's 18 years old you can get married without your mother's permission. 16 and 17 with your mother's permission, father and mother's permission. So, I want you to understand that. The girl should never have been shot. She should never have been shot for that. There's no place in Islam where she can't go to school. Because when the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, he said, seek out knowledge from the cradle to the grave, even to the borders of China. O you Muslims, seek out knowledge from the cradle to the grave, even to the borders of China. He did not say, oh you men, seek out knowledge. He said, oh you Muslims, seek out knowledge. You see, so there's no place in Quran or Hadith where they can't go to school. You can't have a school for women. We're trying to make that, some scholars trying to make that, trying to use the thing about women should stay home and guard the household of their husband. That's a married woman guarding her household for her husband. It doesn't say anything about a school kid, child going to school. You see, it's little games that people play with phonetics and stuff. Bismillah. So they shouldn't have shot the little girl. And the non-believers shouldn't have shot that Palestinian kid playing with a football in the street. he died. And he was a kid. He's only about 9 years old playing with football, and somebody put a bullet in his chest. And it came from the direction of the Yahudis, the Jew. Came from the direction of where the car was sitting at, of the soldiers guarding watching over the Palestinians in Gaza. I'm trying to tell you what to do, but you just go in your own way. See, I have a right to talk. I'm a citizen of the United States. I was born here. I didn't earn this. I didn't buy this citizenship. I was born here in the United States. My father's father was born here in the United States. His father's father was born here in the United States. Part of my people came here 14,000 years ago. They walked here from Africa, India, and other places. The Barren Straits. On one side, my father's side, I got Seminole in my blood. On the other side of my mother, I got something else on my blood. I don't know if it's a Crow or what. She's from Virginia. And I got another Indian in my blood. We're going to have to do something. I don't know what we're going to do. I know what we can do. I know that much. I know what we can do. What we're going to do, I don't know that. That's up to the God to know. I know what we can do. But nobody's listening. I'm going to send out some papers. Let me tell you about the program, what my next step is, my objectives are, and what I'm going to do with EMSA. I made a flyer with pictures of me, pictures of the programs I have on the internet. And I'm going to try to copy names out the telephone books. And I'm going to send this out around the United States and trying to get donations for the equipment and stuff that I need to further this mutual endeavor that all you're supposed to have a part in because you're Muslims. And see if I can get some donations from you people. Now I said that because this same film, I'm not supposed to ask for money on the internet. State programs like the PBS that I'm a part of. But this program is also going on the internet. And I'm not asking for money. I'm saying I'm sending out some mail to the brothers and sisters in Islam for their assistance in this program, to grant me their assistance in this program, to further the movement of what I'm trying to do here in Rhode Island. And I'm looking for answers from you. You can do it by any kind of way you want to do it. There's an address on my programs. There's a letter inside of my web page. That's my information letter. There's a statement there that you can send stuff or send help to PayPal, and it will come to me to PayPal. You can ask me for, can you purchase or make a donation and to my to the programs that's in the website on the website for one of them tapes, one of them DVDs. And I'll make you a copy and send it to you. There's a mailing address at the end of every program that's on the web. The address is AMSA, A-M-S-A, Al-Masjid Sharia al-Law, Post Office Box 1159, West Warwick, Rhode Island. 028, let me see, 028 93, 028 93. Is the zip code. Now, the zip code is on every program that shows on the thing. Every program is on there. You know how to stop the program with your mouse to write down the address on the program. You know how to freeze it, pause it. I don't know that much about the thing. I got help helping me. I got two people that's not Muslim that helped me with the program. That when I get jammed up constantly with the program. I done got jammed up a couple of times already because with YouTube, I turn around and send the same DVD. I try to make the same DVD and forget to put the number 4 or the number 3 on it. And they take it as the same, me doubling the DVD. And so they cut me off. They reject it. And when they reject it, they freeze you. And so I don't know how to handle that, so I have people next door that help me and quite a bit. So they come over here, they unfreeze me, and they fix it, and it's back open. So I don't know how long I can go like that before I do it again. Some other thing, because I'm not that educated in the computer life. I'm stumbling along with it the best I can. I just learned how to put DVDs on the web. Just learned through their assistance. I just learned how to put programs on the web. Now these are not Muslims, and they one's an American young man, a professor at Brown University, a young guy. He's European, and his wife is from Europe, and she's got degrees, and she works in a web company in Boston, up in Massachusetts, and she's been over here helping me. His hours are more funnier than hers, so she comes over here and helps me on Saturdays or Sunday. And I think that's the law sending me some kind of help. You know, he says, I will send you help from ever, you know, send you some help whenever you need it. And that's the help I get, because I don't know how to handle the internet. I just learned how to push some of the buttons and how to change from program to program, and I'm learning little stuff little by little. Like I said, I got jammed up a couple of times already. I have 20-something shows on the internet. I just put 2 more on there. 4, matter of fact, I put 4 on there. And they're not hitting that much. Because a lot of people don't want to look at what I'm saying, because I'm not praising them. I'm cutting them up. They say I'm talking against what they do, against them. So I'm only talking about what I see. I'm talking about the weaknesses that they're doing. I'm talking about the non-Islamic acts they're doing. And so they don't want to hear that. So what they do, they just cut me off. They just click. They click. They don't, you know, they don't want to call themselves masochists and take the beating, so they cut themselves off, and they don't send me any help. I don't get no help from anybody. I don't get no help out of Saudi Arabia, out of Qatar, and any place else, because I'm not going for modernism. I'm not going for that thing of modernism. I'm going strictly Islamic. I'm going the way Allah told us to go. I'm living Islamically. And people don't want to deal with that. I'm something of a fundamentalist, and they don't want to deal with fundamental Islam no more. They don't want you to do the things the way it was supposed to be done. They want you to do things the way they want you to do things. I'm not trying to change the Islam to match the society of today. The society of the Islam is supposed to be trying to change. Islam came here to change the society of the day. I'm not going to try to do the opposite. And that's what they want me to do, so I don't get any help from them. But I do get some help from non-Muslim people that like what I'm doing. They give me some kind of praise sometimes. I don't need the praise, I need some help. I'm not living above my means. I'm just taking chances on going in. I'm in debt and whatnot with this, trying to do a loss thing at the same time with the little money I get from my Social Security. My little Social Security help pays for some of the stuff that I do. I don't have stamp money. I don't have money for the DVDs. I don't have money for the CDs. I don't have money for nothing. I need some equipment. I need my own camera. I need that. I need to be able to have an office, a building that I can turn around and get some people to come in there and take care of it and do what they're supposed to do. I want to try to get food and give out to the brothers and sisters that don't have any food. I want to try to get blankets and clothing and stuff for the kids. I want to try to open up a school here. There's a lot of things I would like to do for the Muslim people. I'm not trying to take. I can't take care of the other people, but I can try to take care of the Muslim people.